up, guys? What is up, everyone? Let's find some bets. Oh, man. So, we got interesting. So this actually looks like a really good line. If you have access to WinBet, you can get the Thunder at plus 168. I have no idea what they're doing, but you can see the Mavs are pretty big favorites. But anyways, what book do you guys want to start out on? Because there's some good value. I know it's a Saturday, so I'm going to keep this stream pretty brief. But I figured let's find some bets. You can see they're already starting to post esports lines for tomorrow on Underdog Fantasy. So hopefully we can find some pretty good plays. But maybe we start out on Fliff. Okay, so Fliff is a sports book. I mean, it's legal in basically every state. Obviously, there's a fuck ton of sports books. There's hundreds of sports books out there, but in these streams, I try to focus on the books that most people have access to. So the first play available, I'm going to lock this in real quick. Get it in before the line moves. Again, sometimes these books, they move fucking their lines fast. Is Graham Ashcraft under 4.5 Ks? There's a sheet in the description where I track all the live stream plays. How's everyone doing? Happy fucking Saturday. But what I want to do... And some people ask about whatever, why did you bet it for this amount of money? Fliff has a max bet size of $250. But if you look at this play, the value is pretty clear. All the rest of the market, right? All these sports books set their own lines. That's why there's, a lot of opportunity for sports bettors is, Pinnacle, known to be a pretty sharp book, they've ripped towards his under. Kind of all these books have moved his line towards the under. They have it priced around minus 170. That's the market average. And we can get minus 135 on Fliff, which is obviously a no-brainer. So all that Odds Jam does, this positive EV tool, scan the market and point out value. But anyways, what book do you guys want to look at? So we got one play in. This play's clear as fuck, right? We're buying. It's like... I know I've given this example before, but it really is relevant. It's like if you can buy something, a stock at $135, when the rest of the market has it at like minus 170. So obviously Pinnacle is more aggressive on the under than, let's say, Bet Online. Bet Online's more aggressive than FanDuel. But you look at all these books are, taking bets, kind of moving their lines around. It's pretty clear that, hey, minus 135 on Fliff, that's a no-brainer. So I locked it in. And now let's go over to Underdog Fantasy. Unfortunately, I missed the fucking promos for today. But regardless, we'll be able to find some plays. So I always say this, but Underdog and Hot Streak, they're always the first two books to post esports lines. So these are early esports lines for tomorrow. And what's great about esports is, there's so many games. And if there's a lot of games, that means a lot of surface area for the Bucks to cover, a lot of opportunity for them to screw up, and offer good bets. So here we have a big early discrepancy. You would never see this in the NBA. Esports, these books do not know how to set their lines, which is great for us as sports bettors. You would never see Luka's points line at 27.5 on one book, 30.5 on another book. But you only have two books posting lines. So it's not really clear, okay, which book is kind of fucking up. So I typically, I try to only look at plays where, there's at least a few data points, at least a few books we can look at, kind of posting lines. So let's see what we got here, because we do have some value that we're going to take advantage of on Underdog Fantasy, and hopefully, dude, they bump things fucking fast. So if you want to tail any of these plays on Underdog, just try to get it in quickly. So the first play, early line discrepancy for tomorrow, is DiVincenzo. Game 7, boys. We have two game 7s. And honestly, bro, I'm so fucking excited. But the Knicks are not big favorites. Only minus 130. Sheesh, man. I don't know. Should be a good game. Obviously, I hope the Pacers win. Fuck Knicks fans. But let's see what we can find on Underdog Fantasy. And again, ideally, you use a bunch of these books because if you look at PrizePicks, do they even have they don't even have an assist line up for DiVincenzo. They only have him as a demon. But like these demons and goblins in general don't have good value, so I don't play them. But anyways, let's get our play in quickly just before they end up moving. Fuck, man, it already looks like they locked this headshot line that I was gonna take a look at. Underdog Fantasy, bro, they move things so fucking fast. But yeah, so they already adjusted this guy from 10.5 to 11.5. So there's usually some pretty good esports line discrepancies, but the problem is they're pretty on top of just like moving this shit. So here, for example, beautiful. We have an early discrepancy for tomorrow, player headshots. You know, you want to see discrepancies as a sports bettor. That's the shit we want to see. So Cypher's line, 17.5 on PrizePicks. You know, hot streak. Not only do they have his line 2 points higher, they have the over juice. They have the over favored. So it's like that play seems great. And now we just need one final pick to go with. Oh boy, oh boy. And then we'll go over to PrizePicks or whatever book people want to look at. Maybe we can do some FanDuel, but I want to get this in before this moves. So Jalen Williams fantasy score. So we're fading fucking Jalen Williams. 3-pick entry, lock it in quick. Before the line moves, you can see Underdog, you know, Fliff has a max bet size of $250. Underdog, you can see in the bottom right corner, it's 100. So I try to give people a little time to bet it because I know the stream has a little bit of a delay. But move quick because sometimes Underdog, especially when a lot of people are betting things at the same time, they'll lock the market. Bro. So they already fucking removed Jalen Williams and DiVincenzo. I don't even know why I bother with Underdog. Let's do PrizePicks. Sorry for wasting your time. Bro, it's crazy how fast they remove some of these plays. Crazy, man. But that's fine. Let's do a PrizePicks slip. I'm fucking annoyed, but you know, that's just kind of how it goes with Underdog. Sometimes they're not on top of it. Sometimes I literally think they show up to this stream, which is crazy, but I mean, how do you remove both of the picks we were just talking about? It's like, what the fuck, bro? But anyways, let's see what we have here. So let's do a PrizePicks slip. PrizePicks is a little slower than Underdog. So let's see what we got here. And again, I make sure I follow a very data-driven approach, try to make sure every play I give out, you know, has an edge. I'm finding value on all of my plays in the market, right? So this play, beautiful, bro. Look at this beauty. Look at this gem. So right here we have, where's PrizePicks? So all the books, so you can actually get this play on Underdog as well, but I'm not even going to bother talking about Underdog. So the first play we have is Elizabeth Williams under 6 rebounds. And you can kind of see here, like all the sports books. So even if you don't use FanDuel, you know, you want to, this is a $10 billion company, pretty good at setting lines. You still want to know, like, okay, where are they setting their lines as a source of information? So if you look at like Elizabeth Williams, you know, they have her line at 5.5 on FanDuel. Slight juice towards the over, but like not a ton. So, you know, it becomes pretty clear, like, okay, like maybe some value on or under on PrizePicks. But what do we want to do, bro? So we want to find some other picks that we can kind of pair together on PrizePicks that we can go with. So let's see what we got. So we'll start out this slip with Elizabeth Williams under 6 rebounds. So there's some like esports line discrepancies, but again, I try to set minimum number of data points to like 2, something like that. And then this is a big benefit. On PrizePicks, where's Luka? Why isn't Luka a star, dude? Fuck, never mind. So if you include a player with a star, so I guess for the Mavs, they're making Kyrie the star. What the fuck is this shit, bro? Steve's protected play. I don't know what this is, but if you include a player with a star, you know, PrizePicks gives you a 10% payout boost. So even like, which when you go through the math, it basically means like, you know, anything above 53.5% would be profitable. So even though like regularly, also, are we fading SGA? We're fading SGA, right? We're all on the same page, SGA under and fantasy score. People like fading SGA tonight, or they think he's going to go off. What's up, guys? How's everyone doing? Kyrie assist still looking nice. Any rebet value, we want better slips. PrizePicks has protected plays on the promo tab. So I was taking a look at this. I'm pretty sure all of these are profitable to bet, right? Like, I'm not crazy. I mean, none of them, they're all square as fuck. They're 3-pick entries. 3-pick entries are literally the worst type of slip on PrizePicks. But it's a risk-free bet. So, like, some people will be like, oh, you're betting a 3-pick. You always say don't bet a 3-pick. Because PrizePicks gives you ass payouts. They give you a fucking 5x payout. Whereas, again, Underdog, if they didn't lock everything, look at this shit. It's all gone. But Underdog gives you a 6x payout. So, you know, but regardless, like, I'm pretty sure all of these are profitable to bet. Trent's full faded community play. So let's just do this. Let's fucking fade Trent. SGA under, Luka over, Jalen Williams fantasy score. I mean, again, like, unless I'm a fucking idiot, we get our money back. Net losses will be paid back in promo funds. Cannot be combined with other promotions or discounts. Max entry fee, $10. So, I mean, I'm pretty sure we want to bet at least one of these. I don't see how not. Thoughts on chalkboard daily promos they do? The chalkboard promos aren't that good. Anyways, this is just like, but whatever. Let's do this slip I was building. But long story short, someone was asking about it in the chat. I'm pretty sure, like, I'm not sure if you can play them all. But I mean, you lose, you get your money back. So obviously that's a good promo to take advantage of. And do you guys want better slip? Should we do a better slip here in a second? Because there is a little bit of value on better. And there is on Underdog. But honestly, I'm just going to filter this shit out. Underdogs. Dude, I'm losing brain cells looking at Underdog. Anyways, we have another play. We got another play on Fliff. So let's just get this in before the line moves. Jack Flattery over 5.5 Ks. So you can see here, like, from a data perspective, Fliff, they're the only book they have is under favored, right? They have more juice towards the under. So get this locked in. Tigers Diamondbacks game. Every other book, like, this is what's fucking amazing about sports betting. Why I love this shit. Fliff has the under favored. Every other book, bet online. All these other books have the over favored. It's like, what the fuck is Fliff doing? So there's so many lines available. Kind of the key is zoning in on the plays that actually have value and making sure every play you ever bet religiously actually has value. It doesn't mean, like, obviously if you don't like this pick, you can skip it over, but it's pretty clear, like, hey, Fliff's offering great value. Rest of the market, every other book, some sports books more aggressive than others, FanDuel a little more aggressive than BetMGM, but you get the sense, like, okay, you know, Bet Online, a little bit sharp offshore book, like, you get the sense, okay, his over should be heavily favored. So we'll lock in that play, and now we have 2 baseball bets on Fliff. Can anyone share the link if you made it? Yeah, I'll share the link. Chill out, man. So anyways, we got, well, actually, there is no link on Fliff. So we have Jack Flattery over 5.5 Ks. This is on Fliff at -110. Anyone tailing the Fliff plays, or am I wasting my breath? So much chatter about PrizePicks. But anyways, let's go back to PrizePicks. So long story short, pretty sure these promos are profitable to bet. But let's go back to PrizePicks. And let's see if we can find anything good that we want to pair. So like this play I saw earlier, I mean, Derek Jones under 9.5 points. How do people feel about Derek Jones tonight? Under 9.5 points. Anyone like it? We got Derek Jones under 9.5 points. He's had 19 and 17 the past few games. Anyways, you can see, like, okay, like FanDuel has this under heavily favored. But let's see. Give me a sec. Let's find some pairs. So let's find some pairs. And let's just do a slip quickly. Not like a fuck ton of value on PrizePicks right now, but regardless. So Luka's not a star. So what I had was SGA. We're going to fade SGA. And again, what's nice about that is if our play hits, we're going to get a 10% payout boost. So we got our second pick, and then we need to find some baseball plays that we want to pair together. Who do people like fading tonight? We have Luis Castillo and Seth Lugo fantasy score. Again, fantasy score is just a combination of a bunch of props. Do people like fading Luke? What do you guys think? Should we fade Luka and SGA? I mean, if the game's a blowout, a fucking total blowout, as it's been in both of the past game sixes, Pacers, Knicks, as well as Timberwolves, Nuggets, if the game's a total blowout, most likely both of the players will be on the bench. Right? In the fourth quarter, if the Thunder are leading. So like maybe a little bit of correlation benefit pairing them both together, which you can actually kind of see like looking at FanDuel, because FanDuel prices in correlation. Like if you take Luka over, SGA over, where the fuck is SGA? Your parlay comes out to plus 226. If you take Luka's under, it goes up to plus 252. Because those plays are a little negatively correlated. So again, competitive game, they'll both more likely get more minutes. So a little bit of value fading them together. But anyways, who do we like fading? Seth Lugo or Luis Castillo? Does anyone have thoughts? It's a closeout game, and those are the best two players. Fade the white guys. I already took it on better. I already gave out a better slip on Twitter. Are Fliff gift cards broken? I have no idea. People like fading Seth. So, okay, people in the chat are saying fade Seth. So let's fade fucking Seth Lugo. And now we have our third pick. Dude, also 57, that is a high fucking fantasy score. You got to do a lot to get the 57 fantasy score. And also, you can't have turnovers. Turnovers, anyways, hopefully. So we got Seth Lugo under 33.5 fantasy score. And let's see what else there is. Also, if you want another played to ride, it's super low value, but a little bit of value on Gallon over 5.5 Ks. But anyways, let's finish out this prize pick slip. And who do we want to ride, bro? Honestly, I kind of like this. So let's just there's a lot of fantasy scores in this slip, but if that's where the value is, that's what we'll fucking ride. So we got WNBA, NBA. We're going to get a 10% payout boost if it hits. A little bit of positive correlation pairing both these dudes together. And then let's just lock in this prize pick slip, and let me put the link in the chat quickly. And then we'll kind of move on to another book. Can we get a hot tub stream? That's weird. So we're riding 4 guys and 1 girl in this slip. Usually we ride a lot of dudes, but today, we actually, with the WNBA back, we're riding some girls too. But anyways, let me put this in the chat. Prize picks. So the prize picks link's in the chat. 5-pick flex play. And I wasn't able to get in the underdog play, so what do we have so far? We have this prize picks play. Here's the link. And then we got 2 plays on Fliff, which again, Fliff is legal basically everywhere, so, that's kind of just the benefit of, Fliff. But anyways, anything on FanDuel? So this play I already locked in. I do like it tonight. I mean, the market has just been ripping towards Kyrie's over and assists, and FanDuel's just sitting. FanDuel has pretty low juice. I already gave this out on Twitter, but I mean, these books don't just move odds for shits and giggles. Probably most books, it's lineup news, weather, doesn't apply to the NBA, obviously. But also, these books are constantly moving odds based on where sharp action's coming in, where a profitable customer's betting. They all have this rip to around. So if you didn't tail my Twitter slip, Kyrie looks pretty solid. But what did I want to say, man? So let's go back here, and let's see if we can build a better slip. If not, we'll kind of call it a day. So we got a prize picks play. We got 2 Fliff plays. Better, meh, not enough value right now. So I'm going to call it a day for now. I'll probably give out some plays on Twitter later. But anyways, hopefully you got in some good plays. Hopefully you were able to tail this prize pick slip. And let's get some wins. See you guys. Have a great, enjoy the